Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jose Richart. I'm an international trade advisor working for the Department for International Trade. I've been working for DIT for 4 years, advising British companies and services how to export abroad. And today I'm going to talk about how can you succeed in export markets. Well, I could be talking this for hours for this, but I'll try to do it in 15, 20 minutes. Okay. So I just put some steps about you should follow if you could be trying to be successful in export markets. So we're going to ask you if you're ready to export. That will be the first question. Then we're going to research some potential markets to see where are the best opportunities for your products. Then we'll see, after you've chosen your market, we'll see which is the best route to market for your products. Also, we will create opportunities. We'll see how can we promote our products in overseas markets. One important point is understand the admin and also getting paid, really, really important. And also all the legal considerations, logistics, and how to keep your customers happy. And then how can the Department for International Trade support you in this journey? So, first of all, can I ask how many of you are already exporting? One? Thinking about it? Starting? All right, okay. So, the first question I should ask you is, how is the UK market for you at the moment? Are you a successful business in the UK market? Is the UK market already stagnant, or that's? Yeah. Okay. I think you should be already selling successfully your product in the UK before you go overseas, because well, you have to have a brand fee first. So when people will ask you, who are you? Who are you? That was the question. So then the second question is why somebody in 10,000 miles should buy your product and not a local one. So here's the unique selling point. Why are you different from other competitors? Sorry? Yeah, sure, yeah. Then, is there any demand for your products abroad? What about competition? Is lots of competition, there's no competitors, and the resources. I've been working with clients for 4 years, and one of the things they always struggle is time. Well, because you get dragged by your UK business, and you have to put time, you have to put investment, otherwise it's very difficult to start exporting. Right, once you decide you are ready to export, let's go. We have to see which are the best potential markets for you. I mean, many businesses want to conquer the world. Yeah, let's sell to 40, 50 countries in the world. Well, that's a bit difficult because I'm afraid you have some limited resources in your company. So it's better to prioritize some markets. Usually for startups, SMEs, I will say, why don't you start with 1 or 2 markets? Sometimes the best to do is like, some countries near us. Europe could be, geographical. Then, of course, if we speak the same language, let's say US, that also could be something like, cultural similarities. But we can do a bit more data analysis if you like. So, for example, we can check the consumption of your products in the market. We can check things like GDP per capita or population. Depends who is your target audience. So we can be more focused on to decide which we market. Normally, as I told you, I mean, for example, US is the UK largest export market at the moment. So that's when some people start. After we have Germany, we have Netherlands, we have France and Ireland. So And I'm surprised with Ireland. Some people, start exporting to very difficult markets like China or India, and then they don't go to Ireland. So that's really, really easy for a UK company to export to Ireland. Of course, the pricing has to be right. Pricing is key. So maybe you go to a market, but your price is not competitive. So we need to check if your price is competitive. And as mentioned before, competition also is a key factor. Right, okay, so you're ready to export. You've chosen one or two markets, maybe Germany and US. And then we need to see which is the best route to market for your products. You can sell direct through your website, for example, or you can sell through a distributor. The distributor will buy directly from you, keep the stock, and they will send the end user. Also, you can sell to an agent. They will represent you in the country, but they won't keep any stock at all for you. Joint ventures, in some countries, to have a distributor or an agent is a bit difficult. So a common country that there is so many joint ventures is China. So China is a country where, because of the regulations are difficult, sometimes many UK companies do joint ventures with China. Also with e-commerce, you can sell to platforms like Amazon, or for example in China is Alibaba, Tmall. So, but that's quite an investment to do if you go that route. And then also you can create your own company in the country. I mean, the most simplest and the most used route to market is distributors. So that's the easiest, because the distributors, they can build up the brand for you, they can keep stock for you, and they can be your business partner in the country. So I see distributors as is the best to do like a partnership with them. If they were somebody from your company, just help them with the marketing, make regular visits, and you can have somebody who is promoting your brand in the country for you. Right, okay, so we have the markets, we have the route to market, maybe we choose distribution, or distributor. Then we need to promote our products in the country. So one of the things they can do is trade show like this. There are a number of trade shows in Europe, US, like Ambiente or Maison Objet, that you could promote your products. You have to really prepare, because the trade shows, as is quite expensive. So you need to advertise you're going to be there. Try to do an email marketing and invite people to go to your show. Do a follow-up. So because otherwise you're going to invest a lot in trade shows, but after you are not going to get a lot from them. Market visits. Once you decide which market is the best for you, it's very important to do some due diligence. And I always advise to go to the market. Go to the market, see the retailers, see the prices, talk to people, talk to trade association, track the DIT in the country, and then you can have a better idea about if there is enough demand for your product, what sort of prices could you be selling in the country. So market visits is really, I mean, if Europe is just 2 hours flight, and it's so easy to get a grasp about the market, just visiting 2-3 days, and you can have a better idea if your product is going to be successful in the market. Website and social media. I think once you decide the markets, you should optimize your website internationally. Maybe you can create some landing pages in Spanish or in German. That's an option. Also, you could spend some money in social media once you know your target audience in the country. For example, with SEO. So have a strategy about how you're going to get more inquiries from your website and social media. Right, so we all got excited about, we have this, we just in the market, we have the distributors, and we have started selling in some countries. So one important point is understanding the admin, because if you get wrong, it could be really, really, really bad. So for example, you need to communicate to HMRC that you start exporting. If you export into Europe at the moment, for example, for BIT, you don't need to charge BIT if the other company has already registered BIT, so that's quite simple. And if you're exporting outside Europe, there is no BIT. But you need to, there's a website in HMRC about exporting, so you can check about all the documents required. Also, you need to check about the import duties. You need to check with the HMRC your harmonized code. Every product has a harmonized code, and from this code, it will depend how much import duties you pay when you export. One organization that's really good with all the export documentation is the British Chambers of Commerce. So you can contact them for all the export documentation. Also, another very important is you want to get paid once you send the order. So, as I mentioned before, export documentation has to be right. You need to check the currency. You're going to sell in euros, are you going to sell in pounds? So, if you sell in foreign currency, you have to be careful with the currency fluctuations. The bank can help you with that. Of course, before you sell to anybody overseas, you have to do due diligence. Do a credit check with your bank about who they are. Because in Europe, some people will ask you about 30, 60, 90 days credit time. So before, of course, you get any credit to any company, do the credit check. Also, it's important if you can have an insurance, just in case somebody goes bankrupt and you are not getting the money. Also, we need to know the legal considerations, product compliance, and product liability. This is very important, especially in the US. US is one of the most litigious countries in the world. So if you have any problems with your product liability or compliance, you can be sued right away in the US. So you have to be careful with this country. So an insurance is also advisable for that. IP. That's one of the first advice I give my companies before they trade overseas. You need to register your trademark, your designs, your patents. Otherwise, you can get copied very easily. And that's before you do anything else. It's not very expensive. You can register for the whole Europe, or there is something called Madrid Protocol. It's 90 countries, so it's not that expensive. But register your IP. And you will need, for that, you will need an international lawyer to help you with those, the IP and the product liability and compliance. Logistics. You need to understand what Incoterms are. They are international trade terms. So it's basically who is paying what when you are sending when you're shipping your goods overseas, in terms of insurance, in terms of the freight, where are you going to leave your merchandise? It's going to be, they are going to pick up your merchandise from you. You're going to leave it in the port. So understand your Incoterms. You can get help from the freight forwarder. They know all about that, all the documentation, so they can help you to deal with all this. Right, so we are at the end of the journey. So you've chosen your market, you've chosen your distributor, you've been getting paid, everything is fine. So now you have to keep your clients happy. So it's not like, okay, tick country, let's go for another country. That's not how it works. You know, you have to treat your overseas clients like if they were UK clients. So make regular visits. Help them with the marketing, with sales. Get involved with them. They are your partnership. They are not your clients. So, then also, of course, you know, you created all these expectations. They are very excited about selling your product in Germany, whatever country, and then you don't deliver on time. That's going to be a big issue. So please, be ready. Be ready for that. Keep prospecting. Maybe you don't have any exclusivity in any country, so you're selling to 2 or 3 clients in a country, but just small clients. Keep prospecting in the country. Work well one country, and then when you know very well the country, you can go to another one. And then, of course, promote, promote, promote. Help your partner with marketing material. Go with them to the local trade shows. Help them with some investment. That's how you will keep them happy, and they will promote your brand in the market. Right, maybe this is a bit challenging. I'm asking a lot of things, but the Partner for International Trade is here to help you in all the journey. There is the website called great.co.uk. There's lots of information about exporting guides, about everything we discussed here today. The most important thing is the international trade advisors. Contact your local international trade advisor. We are 400 international trade advisors in the UK. And also, we have, in more than 100 countries, also international trade advisors located in the British embassies. So please contact us. This is a free service. We help you with your export strategy. So then also in the great.co.uk, there's something called business opportunities. So every day my colleagues in the 100 countries are publishing real business opportunities about your business. If you put your keyword, whatever is your product, you can choose the country, and then you can see all the opportunities in the world for your products right now. And if you register, you can get this directly to your email account. We do e-work missions, like, you know, we bring international buyers. Like here, we have some international buyers that you can talk to. We do lots of events, webinars. As I mentioned before, DIT has a presence in 100 countries. And they can help you to find, well, they can help you to do some market research and to help you to find business partners, agents, distributors. Also, if you want to sell online, we have signed around 30 agreements with large platforms like Amazon or Tmall and others. And if you come through us, we'll help you and you will have better rates. Also, trade shows like this. For example, we will have a British pavilion in Maison Objet in Paris, in Ambiente in Germany. So, and there is some funding available for exhibiting in these trade shows. And every year, we have some other pots of funding to help you with some market visits. Just to wrap it up, my advice will be contact your local international trade advisor. This is the website with all the regions. You can send an email. Get ready to export. Check if you are really, you know, your capacity, your resources, your time, your investment. If there is demand for your products, if your price is right, if you are competitive. Prioritize markets. Don't try to conquer the world. Try to maximize your resources. Let's just start 1, 2 countries. Let's see how it goes. And then you can carry on with more countries. Choose your business partner carefully. Do your due diligence, credit check. This is going to be a partnership with you. This is going to be your brand in another country. So you will need some time. Don't get married, in 2 days. You can be boyfriend, girlfriend for a year, and then you can get married. And promote your business. Nobody knows you in that market, so you need to do a lot to build out the brand. But you can do that with your partner. But you need to invest in your partner.